I have to admit, Resident Evil 5 on PlayStation 5 looks pretty darn good with ray tracing on. Um, I think it's a 30 FPS, but there is ray tracing on. Let me see. Yeah, there is ray tracing on. Um, it is a PlayStation 5 version, just to show you that it is a PlayStation 5 version. There it is. Okay. And this is exactly what I what I personally would love to um, try out a PS5 Pro version, like of this game, PS5 Pro version of Resident Evil 4, PS5 Pro version of Resident Evil 7, and of course, in the future, Requiem, Resident Evil Requiem, just to see, even Silent Hill 2, just to see how Silent Hill 2 runs in PS5 Pro. This would be like one of the reasons why I would love to. And of course, Gran Turismo 7, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, I have over 596 games, I think. 596 games on PlayStation 5. And out of those 596, there's like, I don't know, like pretty good percentage of PS5 Pro enhanced games that I would like to test and try. And Resident Evil is certainly one of them. People say, yeah, but don't you want to play on a PC? Look, here we go again. Yeah, we all get it. Like PC is PC, but the PC depends on what kind of PC do you have. How powerful is your PC? Yeah, sure. If you got a 4090 or if you have a 5090 or 5080, then yeah, rock and roll. If you have a 5090, I don't expect you to play Resident Evil on PlayStation 5 or PS5 Pro. I expect you to play Resident Evil Village or Requiem on your PC, on an ultra wide with all the bells and whistles, of course. But if you have a PS5 or if you have a PS5 Pro, Resident Evil Village, man, looks great. And not only that, it has a PlayStation VR 2 option. PC doesn't have that option. PlayStation VR 2 does have that option. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe PC has a VR option. I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't know. But trust me, it'll look better on PlayStation VR 2. Because it was crafted specifically for PlayStation VR 2. To look and play the best on PlayStation VR 2. Now, we're still in the dark. Don't worry, we'll get to the light. It's just the beginning of the video. Okay. Kind of lost over here. I'm lost. But I'll find a way. I'll find a way, my friend. I'm Ethan. Ethan finds the way. Playing this in VR, man. I did a VR video on this. Playing this in VR, man, it's a whole different ball game. Trust me. All these lichens running around, throwing shit at you. So who created these lichens? Mother Miranda. But she was also bioengineer, biochemist in Eastern Europe. This is in Eastern Europe. And she's the one that found this mold and used this mold. But she used it for her own, sadistic reasons. And who helped this group called The Connections? Who helped the group called Connections that created Evelyn? The group that Mia Winters worked for. Well, Mother Miranda. gave the mold to the this group called the Connections. But you see, Chris knew all about this. See, that's what you guys need to understand. Chris Redfield knew about all of this secrets, all that stuff. Who Mia Winters is, who Ethan Winters is, who Miranda is, all of this he knew. Wow. Wow, dude. That's scary. You think this is scary like this? You should try this in VR. It's even more scarier, dude. Believe me. Am I stuck? I have a feeling I'm stuck, dude. Dude, it feels like I'm stuck. Okay, maybe this is the way. What was that, bro? Holy crap. No, we're going somewhere now. There's a bridge over here. I think we're on the right path. You have to try this in VR. Trust me. And I tell you, you have to try this in VR. Speaking of VR, virtual reality, why is this not? I mean, why is Requiem not in VR? I need to make a video about that. I need to make a video about that. Ah, here we go. Finally. Get in there, bro. There's gotta be. The hell is that? Is that a pig? Yeah, it looks like a pig. Dude, I don't even know where am I going, dude? Dude, yo, man. Hold on, there's gotta be a way inside. You know, I've played this game millions of times, but every time I play it feels like I'm like playing a brand new game. Even though I played it millions of times. Yeah, this looks great, man. Ray tracing and everything. The Village looks great in PS5. Also, Resident Evil 7 looks great. Playing Resident Evil on PlayStation, man, it's pretty good. Especially if you have a PS5 Pro, I honestly. But even if you don't have PS5 Pro, you're still going to enjoy Resident Evil. So yeah, I can easily recommend playing Resident Evil games on PS5. Like, no problem. It's probably the best place to play it, honestly. Because, you know, Capcom has a good relationship with PlayStation, Sony, and Nintendo, and they put a lot of effort to craft this game first on PlayStation to work the best on PlayStation, and then the PC and, you know, GeForce Now and all these other, you know, devices, and like Nintendo Switch 2 and, you know, Xbox. But their main focus has always been make sure that this looks good and plays good on PlayStation. They did the same thing with the Requiem. Like the hair works on Requiem, well, they want to make sure that they can use full potential of PS5 hardware. And of course, if you have a PS5 Pro, I'm sure you will benefit greatly. There's no question about it. My only question is, well, what happened to the VR? That's the video I want to make. Like, why they didn't include the VR? I mean, I just beyond me, bro. I think Requiem based on what I have seen from the trailers, would look great in VR, don't you think? All right, what am I doing here? Am I supposed to go to a basement or something? What am I doing? What the hell was that? Open the door. Some kind of documents? What the hell? Oh, great. Go to a very creepy basement. Trust me, you need to try VR. I remember first time playing this in VR, man, I was shitting my pants, bro. For real. What is this? It's G. No, that's Mother Miranda. Mother Miranda. They're praying to Mother Miranda. She created her own village. Sadistic lady. All right. What the hell? Jeez. The village is scary. I would say 7 and 8 my two favorite Resident Evil games. 7 and 8. Alright, I guess I have to go back up. There's nothing here for me to look, right? I have a feeling if I go back up, the lichens are waiting for me. You bastards. Holy shit. Man, they look so real.
What did all this?
Lichens. That's who did. Wow, this looks great. That's what I like about Resident Evil. You can always replay these games, you know, no matter how many times I've played it. Even recently I was playing Resident Evil 3. No matter how many times I play these Resident Evil games, you can always pick them up and play, you know. That's the thing about Resident Evil. Like, there's a replay value. Same goes for Final Fantasy and Metal Gear. You can always pick up and play these games because they're so great. They're so good. And I think that's where the value comes in for buying these Resident Evil games. It's not all about the multiplayer, it's about the single player. And I think Resident Evil proves that single player, the true core of single player games. I think Metal Gear and Final Fantasy also proves that as well. But Resident Evil really proves that core importance of single player games. Because I can always play this, replay this millions of times. And I think that's the value of purchasing Resident Evil games. Or at least to me, that is the value. How does this look like on Nintendo Switch 2? I wish I knew. But from what I have heard, it looks really good. I just did a video on Nintendo Switch 2. Look, if you can play a game like this on Nintendo Switch 2, if you can play 7, 8, and 9 Requiem, I think Nintendo Switch 2 has proven that it's very powerful, that it's capable for a handheld Nintendo console. But of course, if you want the best experience visually, you want to go with PS5 or PS5 Pro, of course, or Xbox Series X if you have. Or if you have a really powerful PC like a 5080 or 5090, then of course go with the PC version. But if you have a PS5, I think you're more than good enough. Trust me. There it is. Lady Dimitrescu.
Where the hell am I?
You're in a Lady Dimitrescu. You're in a village. So who created this village? Miranda. How does she build this castle? Well, she controls these villagers. She controls these lichens, and she's using them to build this castle, and they built it for her, you know. And they talked about Miranda and her finding this mold that she's using to create all of this. That's why it's important that you understand part 7 before you jump into part 8, you know. And that's why you should play part 7 and understand it and finish it before you jump into part 8. But also understand that part 9 has nothing to do with part 8. Part 9, it's separate. Yes, it's in the same universe as Resident Evil universe, but Leon and Grace, it's a different story. You know, that's from what I understand. It's a totally different story. It's a Leon story. This is a Chris Redfield and Ethan. Well, let's be honest. Chris is just supporting role here. He doesn't show up much here. Like, he does show up, but not that much. 7 and 8, it's a story of Ethan. Ethan Winters and Mia Winters and their baby Rosemary Winters. Okay? It's a story about them. It's Ethan's story and Mia Winters' story. Now, if you are familiar with Resident Evil, then you should know. But if you're not, well, then I guess I have to refresh your memory. I explained all of this. If you guys watch my videos, all of this is explained. Everything it's explained. Everything it's explained in detail. So there shouldn't be any, like, confusions. This looks gorgeous on a PS5 with ray tracing, I have to say, man. This looks gorgeous. And it looks even more gorgeous in VR, PlayStation VR 2. Think about it. Not only can you play this with ray tracing on the PS5 original and the PS5 Pro, which gives you a better performance and higher resolution. But on top of that, you also have a PlayStation VR 2, which is the best experience, which is PlayStation VR 2. And on top of PlayStation VR 2, you also have PlayStation Portal to play it on a portal. So, yeah. I would say go with the PlayStation version, man. You know. Everything's calibrated for you. You don't have to do anything. With a PC, you have to understand something. There's always sort of tweaking you got to go through. You know, I love PC, but there's a lot of tweaking you got to go through. You got to tweak this, you got to tweak that. Even the Grand Theft Auto 5 yesterday, I had to tweak certain things. Even Resident Evil 3, I had to tweak certain things. I love PC, but when it comes to PC, it depends on your specs, it depends on what kind of specs you have, and we all have different specs, different builds of PC rigs and gaming laptops, and based on that, you constantly have to tweak everything. With a PlayStation and Nintendo Switch 2, everything is calibrated for you, man. Everything is ready to go right out of the box. That's what I call convenience, right? I'm all about the convenience. Hey, if it's already ready for me, if it's already set up and ready to go, well then, I like that experience. I like when I can just click play right away. Everything's ready for me. Wow, look at this game, dude. Wow, dude. Wow. This looks amazing. What is this? Yeah, this looks great. Well, anyway, let me end the video here. I just wanted to revisit the Village a little bit on the PlayStation 5. I already done PlayStation VR 2 version. It's like a 1 hour video. Make sure you go watch that. It's really good. And I also done Resident Evil 4 VR, PlayStation VR 2 as well. Resident Evil 4 looks amazing. PlayStation VR 2. And I finished Resident Evil 7 on a PlayStation 5 and looks amazing on PlayStation 5 Enhanced. It does have ray tracing. So the PS5 Enhanced version, which I do have, which is right here, okay. It's a enhanced version, okay, and it does have ray tracing. Resident Evil 4 also, it's enhanced, has a PlayStation VR 2. It's a PS5 enhanced version, and of course PS5 Resident Evil Village also, it's a enhanced PS5 version with the PlayStation VR 2. I didn't know they have a photo mode. Wow, they had a photo mode? Wow, I didn't know that. That's amazing. Wow. That is amazing. Wow. I like this black and white. This looks great. I love this. The Village. Like a movie. Oh, this is great. We'll keep it here. Right here, Resident Evil Village. This looks great, man. Let me take a photo. This looks great. Looks great. Looks great. This will be my thumbnail. This looks great. This looks great. Anyway, so that's the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.